What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to you all. Good to see ya. What is up, Seth Rowe Jenkins and Overgrowled SCG and Animal Rights and Caleb Sweet, General Canada Threos, Jen Rabbit, B.A. Zelda Zach, welcome. Armchair General, yo to you, good to see ya. How's everyone doing today? Doug, Dan Wildfire, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. I'm pretty excited about this. I mean, you know me. There's nothing I like more than locking opponents out of the game. And when it comes to Historic, there's not many better ways to do that than Nine Lives and Solemnity. So I saw someone play this at the Zendikar Rising Championship over the weekend. It was like, all right, we gotta try this. We gotta try this deck and see if we can make some people miserable. Ooh, awesome, Dragonbacks. I'll be looking forward to signing it for you. Feel the meta. How are you? Afternoon, BG still. It's good to see you, Donald Duck. Welcome. So hopefully everyone had a good weekend. I don't know, did any of you watch the Zendikar Rising Championship? What do you think? How was your experience? Short story. And you know, I do this all day, every day. Like, we stream, we do YouTube, I write articles. My job in my life kind of revolves around Magic. I did not know that Zendikar Rising Championship was essentially a pro tour until after it ended and I was watching LSV stream, and LSV kept referring to it as a pro tour. And I was like, wait, no, this was actually like a pro tour level event? I honestly did not know that. And this is what I do all day, every day. In the last year, we had pro tours, then we had Mythic Championships, we had Mythic Invitationals, we had Players Tours, and now we have championships? Like, how have you changed the name of Pro Tours 5 times in 2 years? Like, it kind of blows my mind. Swing for Zero, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Like, I thought it was something you like qualified for through Arena by being in top 1200, and this was like the season championship or something. I had no idea it was actually like the equivalent of a pro tour with a different name. So but today our plan is twofold. We have 2 different decks I want to check out today. Sharada with a gift subs, a bunch of that going to Handsome, Isidus, Red Panda Bear, Bloody, and Carrot Lord. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. That's actually a good question. Did you used to care about competitive Magic? Do you still care about competitive Magic? I'm actually like kind of curious because I saw Vince posted a thing about that in his Twitter, and I was kind of shocked how many people were like, oh, I used to, but now I just play Commander. Oh, I used to, but it's too confusing or too expensive. Or once paper ended and it shifted to digital, I just didn't care. Like, it was a huge percentage that said that, and I was like, oh. But then I thought about it. I was like, well, do I care anymore? And the answer is yes, I still do, but it's just so confusing that it's hard for me to invest in. Like I said, I honestly didn't realize this weekend's event was a pro tour level event. I thought it was like a qualifier level event or something, or some random event. It's just so hard to keep up on, so. So, our plan for today, we got 2 decks. One is, we are starting with Historic with Mono White Prison, and you probably know what we're trying to do. We're trying to play Odd Lives, we're trying to play Solemnity, and hope that our opponent just straight up cannot beat that. Like, that should be decks like Goblins or Sacrifice, essentially by itself. So, 9 Lives Solemnity lock. The other deck I wanted to try is a standard deck that I came across that looked pretty cool. Izzet Draw Two, and there's a couple things that caught my eye in this one. One is, Improbable Alliance is sweet. Irencrag Pyromancer is sweet. We got a bunch of card draw to hopefully trigger it consistently to get tokens, to get damage. It also has a combo that people have talked about we never played, which is Teferi Master of Time with Teferi's Ageless Insight to draw tons and tons of cards, which seems like it should be pretty interesting. We haven't played any Teferi's Ageless Insight, I think, except for a mill deck in its entire time in Standard. So that's our plan for today. Starting with Historic Prison, jumping into some Standard Draw Two. Royal Scions could be sweet in that deck, so I'm excited for it. Well, let me see, Jake Jesus. But we will do our reminders. We'll talk about the deck, jump into some Magic, then we can talk about competitive Magic. There were some. Oh, we should pull these up. How are y'all feeling about How are you feeling about leaks today? Don't worry, they're very blurry leaks that you probably can't actually decipher anyway. Do y'all wanna talk about leaks real quick? Keldheim leaks. All right, fair warning. If you don't want to see something about leaks, avert your eyes momentarily, and then I will let you know when it's safe to revert them. Let me see. Let me see if I can find these. They're on Reddit. They look like product shots actually, where I bet they were posted somewhere. I just don't know where they were posted. Okay, so here it is. Let's take a look at these. So here's what we got leak-wise from Keldheim. First off, we have this. Oh, I forgot. Hang on, I gotta click a button. I forget that it's on game capture, so you can't see it. All right, there we go. First off, we have the Keldheim booster, which collector's booster. Which two things stick out to me about the booster. So first off, that looks like a hammer to me, like Thor's hammer or something. Normally, booster packs have a character on them. I'm guessing that means the hammer is probably equipment, and I'm guessing that equipment is pretty pushed. Like, why would you put the hammer on the booster pack if it wasn't a really good equipment? I would expect it not to be some random draft commoner or something. So maybe we get some pretty sweet equipment. Also, very metal looking. Maybe we get some Metalocalypse vibes, like Norse death metal. Scandinavian death metal. So yeah, so that was the first thing that jumped out. Then we got two commander decks, and you can't really see these very well, unfortunately. I don't know if I can. What if I zoom? All right. So you can't really see these very well. Commander deck number 1 is an Azorius deck. The big deal, though, if you read this closely, you can kind of decipher it's some sort of flying thing. But look right in here. Look right in here where my mouse is. I can't read exactly what that is, but I am pretty confident that is a snow mana symbol. Pretty confident it's a snow mana symbol. Could be wrong. Maybe it's just a normal mana symbol. But I think it might be a snow mana symbol, which would mean snow was theoretically returning. I don't know. It could be wrong. It could be wrong. But that was one of the other takeaways. And then there was also just an elf commander deck, which I don't know what happened. Oh, okay, here. Then there's this one, which is I mean, green-black elves, I guess. So I guess it shows elves are on the plane of Keldheim. So that is our Keldheim news for the day. If you want to try to look at it, you can find it on Reddit and try to decipher what it actually says. You can't really read the cards very well. It's too it is an elf noble, but you can't really read the abilities very well. So anyway, let's I guess we gotta switch back. Boom, arena mode. Click. Haha! Things jump around the screen. Caleb Sweet, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So, replay YouTube, that's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one. In the future, normal YouTube, we got Modern Budget Magic coming up later this afternoon. It's a pretty fun deck. We might be playing some Commander staples in Modern this week, trying to Tetova people and draw a bunch of cards and gain a bunch of life, which the deck's actually pretty fun. So check that out this afternoon. A reminder that our awesome sponsor tonight is, like usual, Card Kingdom. And maybe you need some Magic cards. Maybe you need Commander Legend cards. Maybe you want to get ready for Keldheim. You can get your cards at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they'll hook you up. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Double Slash, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Hope they bring back varying fonts for sets. Like on the actual cards, Golgari Elves makes sense because we just got Golgari Elves and Commander Legends. And one thing Wizards has been doing more is kind of like tying products together, essentially. So even though they're not in the same formats or anything like that, they do kind of tie those products together. So you get Golgari Elves in Commander Legends, then you get this Commander Precon deck, presumably Commander Elves. You can use the Commander Legends cards to upgrade the Precon deck. I think that's good for players, and I'm sure it's good for Wizards. Like, maybe it encourages Commander Legends buyers to buy the Precon deck or whatever. So I think it works out for everyone. And it's something I've really missed with one-set blocks. Like, going to one-set blocks, you don't have that tie-in through the whole year. So I feel like Wizards is sort of trying to fix that. Double Slashing Quirtip Gaming, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Otherwise, the Discord is new and improved. The merch page has tokens, t-shirts, playbets, get away to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated. Never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. Do you have any upgrade suggestions for the green green white counter stack from Budget Magic. Ooh. I would have to go back and look at it, honestly. More 9 lives. We haven't 9 lives in a long time. How could you be bored of making opponents not play Magic? But don't worry, we're starting with 9 lives and then also playing Izzet Draw Two for the second half of the stream. So it's a 2-for-1 special. Little standard, little historic. So what are we starting with? We are starting with hopefully making our Goblins opponents, and maybe even other opponents, miserable. Is this Kowalski's list? It is not exactly. Actually, I don't know. I got it from someone who played it in a qualifier and had a good record with it that was posted on the site. Whether or not it's exactly the same list that Kowalski plays, I'm actually not 100% sure. But this is not, I did not get it from the Kowalski list. It was someone else's list, but I'm sure it's very similar for the most part. Mira said they're trying to tie main sets together more. Yeah, I hope that they do, because that's something I missed from having blocks with multiple sets kind of carry through the year. Quick question, why isn't Imprisoned in the Moon played more in Commander Clash? It's a good question. I just forget about it. Honestly, I just forget about it. It probably should be played more often. Have you seen that? Yeah, we just talked about the Commander decks. You can't read them too well, but we were talking about them. Some elf action, and I don't know, did you think it was snow mana? Like, is it actually snow mana, or is it just a white mana symbol? That's the thing I'm most curious is whether or not we actually have snow mana. Like, that's a big one for me. So anyway, we're starting with Mono White Prison, the goal of the deck. Get a 9 lives on the battlefield with Solemnity to keep 9 lives from ever getting counters, and then our opponent hopefully just concedes. If we gotta actually kill our opponent, we can beat them down with Guardian Idols. We can beat them down with Kahira, our companion, since we got no creatures. We can Amiria's Call for some Angels, but that's really the plan of the deck. Lock them out of the game, hope our opponent concedes. We got Idyllic Tutors X4 to find our combo pieces. We also get like Dawn of Hope, Rest in Peace. If we get enough mana, we can Overwhelming Splendor to humiliate our opponent. Bunch of removal spells, sideboard, more enchantments for the most part. Authority for aggro, Baffling End for aggro removal, Leyline for discard spells, Settle the Wreckage, Heliod's Intervention for artifacts and enchantments. So essentially, 9 lives Solemnity lock, and it should be interesting. Mistress Marrow, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Mitch from Command Quarters made a video about them with high quality image. It's snow mana. I'm curious where you would get a high quality image. Like, are you sure you didn't make a mock-up or something? And that it's speculation? Because I don't think because it's a leak, so it's not like there's, that I'm aware of, some high quality source out there for you to actually get it. But maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a connection or something to a vendor that has the artwork or something. I guess it's not impossible, but I would imagine it's more of like a mock-up that he made or someone made for him than an actual official card. Epical Enforcements, Hive Mind, Enchantress. Wait, what are we? Ooh, Hive Mind Enduring Ideal is pretty spicy. That is pretty hilarious, actually. How does this hand look? We got Solemnity. We got Ramp. We're playing against Luris. Overwhelming Splendor is good if we get to it. Yeah, we'll try it. How come? Because they take the chest away once you open it. So I like to leave it up until I need the card so I can keep track of its progression. Because once you open it, you can't see it until you get to 100% again. I mean, it could be Boggles, could be Sacrifice. It doesn't look like Boggles, most likely. Kroxa, could be Kroxa. Alright, definitely a Graveyard Mono Black. Okay, Rakdos, just Rakdos, Sacrifice, Graveyard. Opponent Thought Seizes. Well, we need to get 9 lives, we need to get Solemnity. That is goal 1. Rest in Peace, also very good if we can find it. Thank you for the bits. Thank you. People get really intense about leagues. I mean, I like new Magic cards. Like, I think I just always get excited about new Magic cards. Personally, like, I would rather they be officially spoiled. But in cases like this, where, I don't know, it's a random booster pack and the packaging of a precon deck, it's not like a huge deal, I don't think. As far as, like, hurting anyone in any way, so Yeah, I like these planes too. We have them in paper. They got to be expensive in paper, right? Oh, Thussy's tribal. Opponent takes a Mortal Sun. Opponent passes. Well, land Guardian Idol. Well, we're ramping, but we're also getting Thought Seized into Oblivion. Pass the turn. Izzet Doc, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. How do leaks even happen? When Wizards find out. They happen in all different ways. Like, some of them are leaked by Wizards. Usually accidentally, I think, but some of them come from Wizards, where they accidentally post stuff. Some of them come from official sources related to Wizards. Like, to sell cards on release day, you have to have them before release day, so a local game store gets promo packs and opens them or something. Some of them are the more, like, sketchy leaks, where you have someone who is like, oh, we're gonna get Thought again. Oh, I wish we had another white source. Would make us so happy. Well, oh yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we gotta do it like this. 1, 2. Blow up your castle, Lockwain. If we had another white source, we could get Rest in Peace, and then we'd be in business. But let's see. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Get some more sunflowers. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, all right. Solemnity. This does leave us live to just drawing a combo piece. Idyllic Tutor for Rest in Peace would have been spectacular. Dreadhorde Butcher. Okay, get worse, get worse. They can't get counters on the Dreadhorde Butcher, so we're getting some value. Opponent hits us. Down to 50. Not getting a counter. You have been solemnified. Well, Castle Ardenvale. Solemnity number 2. Get Kahira. Well, can we find it before we're dead? Can we find... If we find 9 lives, it's over. We got it. We gotta find it before our opponent kills us. They get another Thoughtseize here. Thoughtseize 4, which is insane. I need a playset of Rust from Rust from Legends until the 6th of January for a big pauper vet. Can't find them here in Russia, like none. Could I suggest where it's possible to find, or could somebody accept to be Rust from Rust? What is Rust from Legends? Opponent takes Kahira. Plays young Pyromancer. Tap land. Haha, game over. Idyllic Tutor. Oh! Auto-tapped! Auto-tapped! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We can't cast it. Oh, that complicates things, doesn't it? Well, okay. We'll take 9 lives. We can't cast it because auto-tapper. Pass the turn. Wow, that's so awkward. Or why, Arena? Why? Why? Why wouldn't you tap the... I guess these can turn into creatures, so they want to leave them up. Oh. Well, hopefully they don't hit Thoughtseize 5. I mean, we're still okay as long as they don't hit another discard spell. Put on taps. Check out the names of these new series. Croxa. Well, we discard. And opponent attacks. Down to 7. Oh! Okay. Okay. 9 lives. The game is over. We have defeated not only our opponent, but also Arena. And it's adventurous auto-tapper. Alright, now we're good. Now we can't lose. And opponent scoops it up. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Whew, that was scary. Croxa can still do damage, can it? If a source would deal damage to you, prevent it and put a counter on 9 lives. Croxa is a source of damage, so it would try to put the counter on 9 lives, get prevented by Solemnity. So Croxa can't. Oh, Croxa's loss of life? Is it? Okay. If it's loss of life, then that is actually relevant. Yep. So I guess Croxa technically could get us. Although we were at 7, so that's a lot of Croxas, and we have to not have a non-land to discard, so... Did they fix Auto Tapper with Tap Guardian? Idle to pay for itself. Yeah, I think they fixed that part of the Auto Tapper, thankfully. Alright, so opponent's playing Rakdos, Luris? Sacrifice-ish? Croxa? So rest in peace, Ed. We do have Sorcerer's Spyglass to deal with Ugins too, someone was asking. Immortal Suns can probably go out. Baffling Ends seem good. Grafdigger's Cage is also fine. The Wraths are good. Yeah, maybe we go down the Overwhelming Splendor in this one. 8 mana is just so much against our opponent's deck. It's like an infinite amount. And, alright, more Baffling Ends. Run it like that. So the problem is we only got 1 ley line. I guess we could still play it because it is good against Thoughtseize. It just feels more like a tutor target than something we're going to have in our opening hand. Is this a deck Crim was playing? I actually don't know what Crim's list what Crim's list was, honestly. It might be similar-ish. Huh. Well, this hand's good against Thoughtseize. Maybe we keep it. Blaststone's not... You know, we're going to keep this. We will keep the Thoughtseize. It's like having a ley line. It's essentially like we have a ley line, because what are you going to do with a Thoughtseize? Check out the name for a new series. Bank or Stank? Okay, that's pretty good. Bull or Cool? Not rhymey enough. Regs or Riches? That is a good one, although I feel like that's probably been used before. Flex or Flab? Flex or Flab? Smash or Trash? Oh, more lands? Okay. Well, we were hoping not to... I guess we were going to be able to cast this Amiria's Call. Is this a Daily Deck Challenge deck or a different deck? Sorry, late to the party. This is just a deck I wanted to play. I saw it on the Zendikar Rising Championship. Croxa. Well, I guess we discard a land. Whoa, combo. Sack and draw some cards. Sure. Yeah, we'll discard Field of Ruin. That is 17. Our mana's good. Our mana's good. Maybe too good. Guardian Idol. Blast Zone, go. Maybe we should have kept the Overwhelming Splendor. Hey, what's up, Abside Wolf? How are you? So how was everyone's weekend? But your extremely cheap depth you posted today on Moto for 70 cents. You can't go wrong with a 70-cent deck. Opponent, more Croxas. We will discard Blast Zone. Yup. And these Croxa triggers are annoying. So many cards being discarded. Blast Zone's not the worst. Except we don't really want to put it on 2 because it kills all of our mana rocks. The Red Horde Butcher. Yep. About it. Gets it, hits us. Sure. Down to 13. And discard spell. Boy, this deck has a lot of discard. Alright, if we go to game 3, we'll bring in Leyline because, oh no. Holy lads. I mean, I guess we did keep a 6-lander, but still. So many lands. The fastest deck I've streamed? So, all of the decks from the stream are on the replay YouTube. So there is an archive. Fastest, like, how quickly we can win a game? What's Crim's Mono White Prison list? It was technically a 7-lander, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Alright, we need non-lands. Non-land Magic cards, please. If there's good news, it's that our opponent's discard is now dead. Alright, gonna haste it in. Go attacking. Flashback Duress, I assume. Haha, we got nothing, so joke's on you. Kill the Arcanist. Alright. Come on, Magic Gods. Huh? Interesting. What are we getting with this, though? Ooh, Idyllic Tutor. This is actually very interesting. Mr. Foxpaws, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Hammer Time is definitely one of the fastest decks that we've played. Dawn of Hope is sweet, but I don't think it saves us. I'm tempted to just lock down the graveyard. We could also just take 9 lives. And get 1 combo piece down. And trust that we'll find a way to get Solemnity down. Yeah, I think 9 lives is fine. Alright, 9 lives, play it. Field of Ruin. This at least buys us time. Like, now this is just hitting us for, less. 2 point something. Another Croxa. Down to 7. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, we can still lose to Croxa. That is a thing that can still happen. Oh, we really want Graveyard Hate. We're watching out these Croxas. We need Solemnity. We need Solemnity, and we need a way to shut down the graveyard. Opponent mills a bunch of cards. Well, play Mind Stone. Sack Mind. Sack Mind Stone. Okay, pass the turn? That's not what we were looking for, not exactly. Yeah, Gideon's Intervention would also on Crocs would also work. More butchers. Oh, the clock is increasing. We are getting low on time. Opponent hits us. Up to 4 counters. Oh, Croxa 10. Oh! Okay, another Croxa. It never ends. Well, take a Blast Zone. Oh, no! Oh, that's so many lands. That is so many lands. We have drawn so many lands. About it. Yeah, it's so many. So many lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ugh. Jeez. Alright, opponent goes attacking. We will Guardian Idol. Guardian Idol. Turn him on. Block him, block him. Hey, what's up, Bailey Gaming? How are you? I am doing well today. Block, block. Oh, we're going to lose to Croxa, though? Ugh. Okay. Yes, Crocs is going to beat us. I think this Crocs does just beat us. Maybe we should not have kept the 6-lander. Maybe that was a mistake. Actually, I still feel like it was worth it. I think I would keep it again, honestly. I mean, the Blast Zone is on 2. The problem is the Crocs, wow, it goes for Luris. Well, thin the deck. The problem is Karaksa is loss of life, which is an issue. I'll get a Plains. Draw. Well. Oh, wow. Now, this is the most interesting. Oh, all right. So, do we have to get Rest in Peace? So we either, okay, so we have 2 choices. Rest in Peace shuts down the graveyard, but then we have 2 turns to avoid dying to 9 lives. Maybe more with the help of Guardian Idol. We can get Solemnity and just hope that our opponent concedes because they think they can't win. Are we to the point where we have to hope that our opponent doesn't understand how their cards work? It's really tempting. Bluff time? Alright, let's bluff. The problem is they're probably going to just cast stuff naturally because they don't have anything better to do, so why not just cast your Kroxa with your Luris or whatever? Scoop, scoop, scoop. Come on. Come on. Does our opponent know how their deck works? The problem is the Kroxa is loss of life. So once our opponent starts casting this Kroxa, that Kroxa can still beat us. The Dreadhorde Butcher can't beat us. Oh my goodness, they're passing. Okay. Okay. Scoop, 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 scoop. Opponent taps. Oh! Oh no, they have an answer? Oh, that was not expected. Not expected at all. Oh dear. Why did they print that card? Why? Why does it exist? Alright, opponent hits us, we get a counter. I don't think our opponent knows that Kroxa can kill us. It feels like they don't, but 2020 Magic. Vlad gets to kill enchantments for some reason. No, we can't. I probably shouldn't take up to 3, should we? That's probably a bad plan. Well, okay. I mean, how many Feed This Orbs could they possibly play? Alright, pass the turn. Scoop! Scoop! Scoop of ignorance. Don't Crocs us, just give up. Oh no! No way! No way! No way! Oh. Oh no! I can't believe that's happening. Oh. Well, Guardian Idol. Sure. Well, we're running out of time. time. We need another good draw. Baffling End, not good enough. Black just should be able to kill enchantments. Like, that's how the game of Magic works. Like, should green be able to counter spells? Like, should there be a green mana leak? I would say no. I mean, yeah, we were dead. Well, if you say Veil of Summer, that's banned in every format because it was a mistake. Guttural Response is incredibly limited and also a hybrid card. Okay, should blue get wraths? Should there be a blue Wrath of God? Should there be a blue Wrath of God? How about that one? So we're bringing the ley line. What would we bring in for? I mean, I guess our enchantments are bad because what's a wrath that blue has? Blue doesn't have a wrath. I mean, Mass Bounce, it's as close as I get to a wrath, but it's not actually. I wouldn't consider Cyclonic Riff a wrath. Okay, what about this? Should white have a Liliana? Should there be a white Liliana? There's got to be something, chat, that when I say it, you're going to be like, okay, that's a bridge too far. And then I can be like, haha, gotcha. Feed the Swarm shouldn't exist. But so far, you're not playing my game very well. I keep trying, but so far it hasn't worked. So our opponent's Rakdos deck is amazingly good at blowing up enchantments somehow. That's kind of blowing my mind. Alright. Iron Dreaded! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I mean, red already has rituals. Blue had direct damage. I don't know if that's good, but they did have it. Huh, that's interesting mana. This hand would be good if it wasn't for the fact that we have both of our colorless lads. You know we're going to get hit by a million Thought Seizes. And apparently a million Feed the Swarms. What if we don't draw land? How bad is this if we just don't draw land? All right, we'll try it. We'll try it. We're not above a little bit of greed about it. Black enchantment removal. Black enchantment removal. Yeah, Psionic Blast is the bluebird. The original char. Pout it. Bolts themselves. Discard spell 1 of Infinite. Takes. I mean, I think that's actually probably a better question. Like, how important is the color pie to Magic's success? Like, I think that's maybe the more interesting question. Like, does the color pie matter? Or is that just some antiquated old thing that should go away and the game would be better if every color could do everything because it sucks to be the mono blue player and die to an aggro deck, or it sucks to be the Rakdos player and lose to 9 lives. Well, keep on ramping, I guess. Boy, we need a Forsaken Monument. Karaxa. And they got the combo to draw some cards. Sure. Well, this is awkward. I don't even know how this is possible, honestly. That we have 5 sources of mana in our mono white deck and we can't make white mana. Well, all right. I'll play Dawn of Hope. Pass the turn. We found a white source. That's a small victory. Color pie is important in that it creates distinct playstyles and decks which are forecast. No one likes losing to 9 lives. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's true. I'll get rid of the Arcanist. Get the Kahira. I mean, but isn't... Like, so if we say that the color pie... So if we say that the color pie does matter, because it makes decks play different, then how does that play into things like Feed the Swarm? Like... Is it not being able to kill an enchantment part of what makes black different than green or white? Like, isn't that... I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how you have it both ways. Like, I want all of my decks to be able to do everything, but I also feel like the color pie needs to matter because that's how Magic works. Well, play 9 lives. Pass the turn. This slows the clock. Black pays lives to do thing. So you would say that black, as long as it pays life, it should be able to do everything? Interesting. Opponent gets their Luris. Well, let's sack this. Draw a card. Well, play the land. Play Idyllic Tutor. Manually tapping. Important here. Get Solemnity. Play Solemnity. Pass the turn. Color pie is important to the players who are more casual. Yeah, I think our opponent figured it out now. I mean, now that even matters because I got a million Feed the Swarms. We've seen at least 2. Wow, our opponent has not figured it out yet, but they have figured out that Feed the Swarm is good against our deck. Dodger Goal, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, maybe they figured it out. All right, cast Croxa. They're just going to keep doing this to try to eventually burn us out. Whoa, a big raid. Solaris with 131. Welcome. We are, oh no, again, more card draw. Opponent's outdrawing us too? Outdrawing us and killing our enchantments with a Rakdos deck. What is this? What is this world coming to? You know, Baffling End's not the worst. And I guess it's time to start the beatdowns. Go Guardian Idol. Down to 9. Opponent untaps. They've drawn a lot of cards to fight Feed the Swarm, though. We need Gideon's intervention on Feed the Swarm. I think would do it. Outside of Croxa. Hopefully it would do it. About it. Yeah, we don't care about young Pyromancer. Claims Croxa. Hits us down to 11. Well, it's just a race. The race is, can we find... Ooh, okay. Well, that shuts down the Croxa. It's also eventually going to let us draw cards with this Arch of Araska. Opponent. Whoa, the greediest draw. All the way down to 4. No fear. If they get low enough that they can't feed the swarm because it costs life, they go to 1. They go to 1 if they find it. Yeah, normally opponents scoop, but our opponent actually has answers about it. Yeah, black's a land destruction color. It doesn't, I mean, I think you could say black is the original land destruction color with Sinkhole. Yeah, the deck can definitely win by milling opponents out, although most of the time it doesn't come to that, and opponents scoop before that. Huh. Is lane line even good here? It doesn't stop Croxa, right? Croxa's just each opponent? Alright. I guess we just pass and draw with Archivaraska. Well, we can't really swing into the young Pyromancer, I don't think. Although 1 point of damage would make us feel good, because then our opponent can't can't feed the swarm. Alright, draw a card. Put it on taps. Does Ugin beat this deck? So we have answers for Ugin, Gideon's Intervention, Sorcerer's Spyglass, but if we don't have an answer for Ugin, yes. Like, Ugin, without us answering it, beats the deck. Opponent duresses, makes a dork, takes a Miria's Call. Well, they haven't found another Feed the Swarm yet. Tap lad. Well, we might as well Wrath. Pass the turn. Young Pyromancer is a little scary because it means if they feed the swarm, they can maybe just immediately kill us. Yeah, we do have Immortal Sun, although we sideboarded it out in this matchup, but we have 2 in the main deck. Opponent. Gives up. It worked. Oh. Hey. All right. The record is carried over. We're actually 0-1 now, or 1-0 now. That was actually our first match. Well, our opponent gave us a scare by having a million Feed the Swarm. Feed the Swarm somehow. But we got there. Oh, well, that was super close. Super close. And Crawling Baron. So the issue is we already got a bunch of colorless lands. And we already got a little punished. Remember that game? We had 5 mana and 0 white sources. I don't actually know if our deck... Let's look at the mana real quick. So we have 2 Archivaraskas, 2 Blast Zones, 3 Field of Ruins. So I don't think we can really cut these lands. I don't think we can really add more colorless lands, I should say. Is it worth cutting these lands to play Crawling Barons? I don't know. I'm actually not sure. Maybe? Perhaps? Do we need field? I think it is helpful. Yeah, let's just try again and go from there. I don't want to go down Archivaraska. I don't want to cut card draw. I feel like having ways to draw cards is important. I could see an argument for cutting Field of Ruins, although we saw like Ponyhead Castles, Phyrexian Towers kind of heavily played. Ooh, all right. Well, yes. Oh, is it Goblins? Is it Goblins? I don't think Goblins can beat us. I don't think Goblins can beat us ever. I do like these sleeves. Opponent. Oh, vehicles. Well, I don't think vehicles can beat us. Add that to the list of things that aren't going to beat us. Oh, they just reset the season. It got booted way down. Found it. Heart of Kieran. Yep. Hits us. Well, land. 9 lives. Go. Opponent sees it. They see it happening. Their life is flashing before their eyes. Heart of Kieran crewed up. Yeah, we should play the Mind Stone. We get a counter. Well, we will play Blast Zone. Play Mind Stone. Get Kahira. I think we want to wait and tutor and play our Solemnity all in the same turn. Oh no. Oh no. Bone Crusher's a little scary. That's not ideal. I don't know about all these Grafdigger's cages. Well, let's Idyllic Tutor for Solemnity. Play Solemnity. No more counters. Pass the turn. And opponent's head explodes. Yes, 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 yes. Mind Stone just speeds it up a little bit. Plus, we can sacrifice it to draw cards. I do love the concessions this deck gets. Yeah, Bone Crusher could be an issue because of its damage can't be prevented clause. Yeah, Mind Stone's really good. It ramps us into our top end stuff, and if we don't need ramp, we know we sack it. I mean, I think the bigger problem is our opponent just couldn't win. I mean, not having lands is a problem for our opponent. Well, no Grafdigger's cages. He adds Intervention in. Maybe Spyglasses? Is Spyglass worth it? Gideon's Intervention in. Yeah, it's probably Rakdos, I would guess. Like Rakdos vehicles. Mind Stone has been one of the best cards in Historic. Every deck can run it. It's cheap and it redraws later. Yeah, it's a very powerful card. We can go down the Rest in Peace. Dawn of Hope is fine. The Baffling Ends are probably okay. Or like Settle. Immortal Sun's probably decent. Overwhelming Splendor is great if it ever comes down. I'll bring in Baffling End. Yeah, let's just try it like that. Good enough. Is there ever a deck that wants to sell for ramp? So when Settle the Wreckage was first printed, I remember a couple of people sending me like janky fun against the odds decks that they had built, with that being the concept. I don't think it's a very good concept. Isn't there, what's the green card? Isn't there a 3-mana green card? Something Harvest. But doesn't it tutor up a basic land for each tap creature you control? So I feel like if that's what you're trying to do, Harvest Season of Harvest, whatever, something like, Second Harvest is a double your tokens one. I remember thinking it might be good for Commander, but then no one ever really played it. That's a lot of Solemnities, isn't it? Well, we need the 9 lives to go with that. Pota gets it. It's us down to 16. Well, I guess we gotta play this. This is a fast clock, though. If our opponent can play another creature, we're just taking 8? That's a lot. Yeah, so I wonder, like, if... Oh, boy, that's even better. So I wonder if that's just better. Like, if you want to ramp equal to the number of creatures you have, you probably don't have to exile them, because you can just Harvest Season them. It was terrifying my old Hippotra deck. Ooh, that's sweet. Oh boy. Come on, 9 lives off the top right now. Amiria's Call. And, alright, so we're dead. No matter what we name. Alright. Yeah, you got us. But the idea is kind of funny. To like make a bunch of tokens, attack, ramp, play an Emrakul or something. I think it's a funny idea for sure. Maybe we do Spyglass. Go down on Amiria's Call. Overwhelming Splendor is just so much mana. Do we ever actually live to get one on the battlefield? Is the question. All right, let's try it like that. I don't feel like Authority is very good. They don't really have any haste, do they? Oh, I guess it keeps them from crewing right away with a creature. Yeah, that's true. Ooh, all right. This hand I really like. This hand has pretty much everything, minus another white source. But I know they do have face creatures. Getting in with the Bonded Courier. I'll play a land, play Guardian Idol. Go. Opponent. So what have y'all been playing lately? Anything fun? The problem with Harvest Season is Cultivate. Cultivate doesn't require any setup. Yeah, that is kind of the issue. There's just, it's not as explosive, but it's much more consistent. Oh no. Oh no. Everyone has their thought seizes apparently. Takes the 9 lives, hits us. Okay. Well, play Mind Stone. Play Baffling End. Still need white mana. Wasted Life. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Hey, what's up, awesome dude? Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. I'm playing Star of Extinction and Haphazard Bombardment. Ooh. I remember playing something like that in Standard. It was super fun. Huh. Well, Mind Stone. Idyllic Tutor. For Ixalan's Binding. Go. Oh, they probably do. How many Feed the Swarms are there in this format? Apparently very many. About it. Ooh. Okay. Oh, actually, this is kind of hilarious. Got him. Oh, they do have Feed the Swarm. Oh, how does this keep happening to us? How does this keep happening? Oh no! Opponent blows up the intervention. Oh, that card should so not exist. It should so not exist. Well, that's 9 lives. Pass the turn. Come on. We need a soul. Yeah, nice. You gotta Feed the Swarm. Rakdos Enchantment Destruction. That should not exist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ixalan's Binding. Oh no, if we play a creature, so we can't play creatures. Huh. Yeah, if we play creatures, we get pinged, and that adds counters. One, two, three, 4. Ixalan's Binding. Get rid of a Ferocidon. Pass the turn, we could sack a Mind Stone. We're only at 3 counters. We're only at 3 counters at the moment. I don't think we want to blast it on 3 because then we kill 9 lives and die. That is a drawback of 9 lives. We really don't want to blow that up. Well, crack a Mind Stone. Hmm. 5 counters. Well, Mind Stone. Baffling End. Get rid of Ferocidon. Kahira. Alright, well, we got through the Ferocidons at least. Oh, oh. We're a top deck away. We're a top deck away. We need the Solemnity. And then life becomes good. Yeah, we could... The problem, yeah, now we can play creatures, which really helps. Those Ferocidon pings would add up the counters on 9 lives too quickly, but now that those are gone, we can start making tokens. Okay. Sure. Sure. Yeah, we can never blast out on 3 or we lose. Do you think 3-mana Gideon would be good with 9 lives? Yeah, I could see that being good. Huh. Well, Blast Zone. Says Vigilance, right? It does. Hit ya. Pass the turn. 6 counter. Our lives are slowly running out. Or quickly running out. Here comes counter number 7. Oh, you can't see it, can you? It's up to 6. Yeah, I should probably position myself in a way that you can actually see it. So opponent hits us. Up to 7 counters. Life number 7. Gone. But we get to take up a Blast Zone. And do we want a Field of Ruin? Yeah, let's Field of Ruin. Thin the deck. Yeah, Blast Zone on 2 can buy us a turn, maybe. Get a Plains. Oh, this is so close. 7 lives are gone. 7 lives are gone. Oh, yes. Wait. Manually tap. Never trust Arena. 1, 2, 3. Idyllic Tutor. Solemnity. Cast it. Hit ya. Don't feed the Swarmos, bro. Oh. About it. Oh! Oh! Oh, they really do have it! Oh my goodness! They really do have it! They dropped to 2! Wait, can they attack though? Are they dead to Guardian Idol? Punished by the Feed the Swarm? Maybe? Phone it. Passes. Well, I mean, we gotta go for it. We got nothing else to do. Guardian Idol. Attack. There we go. Oh! Yes! Oh! 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 Surviving! And getting out of gold, thankfully. Wow! Okay, so there is a downside. There is a downside to Feed the Swarm, which is you do have to lose life. Ooh, Refined Flood of Tears. That sounds sweet. That is a cool combo for sure. All right. Well, we haven't played Goblins yet, but we're out of gold, moving up to platinum. So if you have Platinum Angel on the board and 9 lives finishes, does 9 lives kill you when the Platinum Angel dies? Let me actually read 9 lives real quick. It depends on how it's worded. I think does it sacrifice itself when it gets the 9th counter? Marine, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So 9 lives, if we read 9 lives. Alright. Prevents the damage. When there are 9 counters on it, exile it. When it leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. So if you had a Platinum Angel, you got the 9th counter, it would exile itself. You wouldn't die because of Platinum Angel, and then the game continues as normal. So Platinum Angel would save you if it's on the battlefield when the 9 lives leaves the battlefield. It would essentially fizzle the trigger. So yeah, that would save you. It's not going to, like, wait and have some delay trigger or something where it kills you later. Gideon also would save you. Any Angel's Grace would save you. Any you can't lose the game effect would fizzle the trigger. You could end your turn with Obeka. Yeah, Blast Zone, that's another reason to have the Sorcerer Spyglasses. And probably also the field. That's probably the main reason for having all the Field of Ruins, honestly, is a single Blast Zone going up to 3 would beat us. So that's probably why we can't cut Field of Ruins, even though they look kind of counterintuitive, but they're probably necessary to not lose to Blast Zone. That's not bad. Always short on white mana, but that's fine. Everyone likes these rose sleeves, apparently. Well, play a land, play Guardian Idol. Go. Opponent passes. Why is it problematic when the opponent can bounce 9 lives, River's Rebuke, Flutter Tears? I mean, those just aren't cards that are actually played, for the most part, so it would be problematic. Oh, can you send me your... Oh, I found it. The Flood of Tears deck. So yeah, if stuff like Flood of Tears was actually a major part of the meta, then this would probably not be a deck you'd want to play. Well, play a land, play Mindstone. Solemnity. And I think our opponent's gotta kill us this turn, or they... Oh no, we're short. They have 2 turns? That's awkward. We need a white source. The white mana pinch has been a thing. Hey, thank you, Deep Guessing. I appreciate it, and also the kind words, and also you not putting counters on your stuff. Vote it. Gets an Izzet down to 10. Oh, okay, that also works. We will play 9 lives. Okay, or we'll just top deck it. That works. That works too. Yeah, Questing Beast is probably the next thing we want to deal with. Questing Beast or Bone Crusher are probably next on the list. The good news is it seems like a lot of opponents don't know the tricks of getting around it. Yeah, definitely snag your Bob Ross lads out of Rita for free. We might actually get to play Immortal Cell this game too. I want the card draw. Has anyone seen any sweet modern lists lately that you want to see played for streams or videos? Tapland passes. We are 2-0. So 1, 2, 3. Idyllic Tutor. Ugh. Questing Beast or Bone Crusher? What do we name? Bone Crusher also beats us, right? Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, damage can't be prevented this turn. Which is more likely? What is more likely in this deck? Are they both just 4-ofs? There's probably more stomps, right? Okay. Uh-huh. Burning Tree makes mana. Well, we will name Stomp. I mean, Questing Beast also makes us die immediately. Well, no, I guess it doesn't, because it's only... Wait. Questing Beast has so much text. Yeah, it's combat damage dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. So, Questing Beast also... Oh. Okay. Well, let's do that. And, yeah, start the beatdowns. Hit ya. Yeah, Questing Beast could be somewhere between 2 and 4 copies, when Stomp is almost certainly 4 copies. Well, let's draw some cards. Oh, they did draw it. Man, they did have it. So we did name correctly. If we had not named that, we would have lost, I think. I'll play a land. Kahira. Solemnity. Actually, you know what? Let's just pass. Pass and keep drawing cards. Yeah, we're ranked historic at the moment. Opponent, combat. Passing. Draw a card. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Now we don't have to worry about questing bees. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. The saddest Embercleave. Oh, this is so good. It's so good. All right. Tevland. Yeah, I don't know how our opponent gets out of this now. Opponent pass. They're hoping we mill out, I guess? Ooh, play a land. Dawn of Hope. Pass the turn. I'm doing well, Smash. How are you? Robber the Rich. 1/1 with no abilities. Well, we will activate you. And activate you. And untap and draw extra cards. And play a land and a Miria's Call. And go to combat. And attack you. And draw some cards. And I guess we play a Mindstone. And pass the turn. Oh, this went so well. Oh, what a performance. Found it. Ramadan Ruins. Not doing anything. Well, found it. Scoops it up. Whoo! Do we have some spice coming for the next Budget Magic? We're playing Modern with some Tetiovas, perhaps. So yeah, I would say it's pretty spicy. I mean, Teyova's not a card that sees play in Modern, but it draws lots of cards in the right deck. So yeah, I'm excited for tonight's deck. I think it's pretty fun, and I think it's reasonably competitive too. Oh, that went really well. Snow Teyova. Wait, what's Snow Teyova? Is that a deck? It's not. The deck we're playing isn't snowy at all. I think the deck should splash red for Harbless Offering to give our opponent the 9 lives. That could be kind of interesting. Well, Settle the Wreckage, probably in. Authority seems okay if we can find room. Gideon's Intervention. Go down to Mortal Sun. Go down to Miria's Call. Go down Grafdigger's Cage. Rest in Peace. A Guardian Idol. Maybe we don't Gideon's Intervention. Maybe we stick with one. Something like that. That seems fine. Joshka, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because snowlands are strictly better than non-snowlands. Except for Budget Magic. I think that is mostly true. But in Budget Magic, snowlands actually cost something, where basic lands are free. So we don't play snowlands too much on Budget Magic just because of that. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put Harmless Offering on there. Yeah, we have a Mindstone Tron at the moment, which is actually fine because it's... Oh, no. Well... Oh, my goodness! Come on, number 4. Let's see them all. Oh. Well, that's not good, but if there's good news, it's that this Mindstone does get us to Wrath of God. Oh, 3! I don't know if I've ever seen all 4. I've seen 3 before. I don't know if I've ever seen someone have 4 Burning Tree Emissaries with their opening hand. Have I tied the Arrayo deck in Modern? Not the most recent build. We've played some Arrayo decks in the past, but I do want to try. I actually was recording some Modern this morning before the podcast, and I ran into someone playing it, and it actually looked really sweet. So it is on my short list of Modern decks to try for streams or videos. Because it also is Monastery Mentor, and Monastery Mentor is just a sweet card. It looked like it has some really cool lines. Opponent, going to break some spells, hit us. Well, play a Plains. Play a Mind Stone. Play a Mind Stone. Play a Baffling End. Well, we survived a triple BTE on turn 2 on the play for our bonus start. Llanowar Elves. Robber of the Rich. Don't steal anything good. Just a land. Well, play the Plains. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, this works. Play Dawn of Hope. Play Baffling End. Get rid of the Llanowar Elves. Pass the turn. Another one. Opponent goes attacking. Yeah, we'll take the beads. Down to 7. Okay. Get in, hit you, gain a life. Well, alright, pass the turn. Just make 2 tokens, do some chumping. I think we wait until after the Bone Crusher to Wrath, maybe. We can just make 2... We can make 2 tokens to chump block. And then Wrath next turn, I think. Yeah, this works. We just gotta make sure we don't get auto-tapped. Alright, so... Make a 1/1. Opponent played right into it, too. Make a 1/1. Grows a Bell Collector. Sure, attacks. Steals. Well, that's a real card. Block. Do I have a favorite Simpsons episode? Ooh, boy. There's so many good ones. Oh, that's tough. I think between, like, seasons 3 and 11... I like a huge percentage of the Simpsons episodes. Like, that whole time period is so good. A single favorite episode. For some reason, this is one of the last good episodes. Well, last episodes of the best seasons, I would say. But, well, let's do this. Hard to go wrong with the Bolas Hordes. Overwhelming Splendor is a beating. Opponent passes and scoops it up, and we're killing people. We're killing them. The one where Maud dies, I think, is actually pretty funny. The Hang Scorpio episode's really good. 21 short stories about Springfield. That one is, I think that's one of the best episodes, where it's like 21 vignettes or whatever where they go around town. That is like a really well done episode. Bard versus Australia's. There's so many good ones in the early seasons. They're so funny. Was part of Collective Voyage, but wasn't much of a fan. I don't. I don't know the acting part of. Yeah, 21 Short Stories is so good. Yeah, what's the best Simpsons like meme? Is it that? Is it the steamed hams? Is there anything else that comes to that level? I'm not sure if there is. Oh, Monorail, yeah. Marge vs. the Monorail is really good. Oh, boy. Yes. Yes. Oh, I actually really like it, the Itchy and Scratchy Land episode. That's got Boar, and for some reason the Itchy and Scratchy box just cracks me up. that cracks me up every time for some reason. Homer going back, yeah, Homer backing into the hedge. What is that from? Is that a Halloween special? Halloween specials are weird. The House of Horrors, like, they're kind of up and down. Oh yeah, Homer. That's the one where Homer's on a hunger strike. Is that the hunger strike one? With the minor league baseball. Oh, before our next game, a quick reminder that our sponsor this afternoon is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Son of a Diddley cracks me up too. I occasionally say that. the Flanders swearing. Oh, it's just like such a great. Oh, the softball was really good too. It's just such a great show. The first 10 or 11 seasons are just so good. they're so consistently funny all the way through. There's not many bad episodes. There's not many bad episodes in the first 10 or 11 seasons. After that, it gets much more hit or miss. But honestly, I love Simpsons, but I will stand by the fact that I think Futurama is a better show. I actually think Futurama is better than Simpsons. Ooh, that might be the party deck we were playing. That's interesting. Well, keep playing the tab lands. Ooh, a Simpsons EDH deck would be pretty good. Simpsons is still going somehow. Somehow, some way. It is... Oh! That wasn't great. Can't even actually blame Arena for that one. That one was on me. Well, okay. Yeah, hopefully we don't get too punished for that. Tango Tom, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Opponent, partying. Thankfully, the damage is prevented, so they don't get to draw cards. Or kill us. Ooh, they have the counter. Oh, we can't beat the counter. We can't beat the counter. Well, idyllic tutor. Take Solemnity. Ooh. Opponent attempts. I mean, if it resolves, I think we win. But if they have concerted defense, it actually stops us from winning, and they can actually counter it. I have never watched Steven Universe. Seth, Futurama. Oh, No, all right. Well, yeah. You got it. Oh, they do not got it. They do not got it. Life will be lived. Collecting Company? Uh-huh. We just played this deck. There's not an answer. Scoop it up. Scoop it up, opponent. Scoop it up. I don't think you got an answer. Oh, just kidding. I forgot about the deputy. No. Okay, they very much do have an answer. We are got. Futurama versus Simpsons is the LeBron James versus Jordan debate. Do you want highest peak or do you want the longest time consistency, which is greater? Yeah. I mean, so here's the thing that I would say. Here's my argument. Simpsons, in my opinion, have, let's see, season 3 to season 11, 8-ish really good seasons. And then they went on for, they're still going for what, 30, I don't even know what season they're up to now, 32, 33, some ridiculous number. But they have, well, we couldn't really wrath because of Linvala could just sacrifice and fizzle it, so the wrath wouldn't have worked either. So Simpsons, in my opinion, have 8 really strong seasons. And then they have a bunch of like hit or miss, some are okay, some are like amazingly bad episodes for the other 20 some seasons of their existence. Futurama, yeah, maybe like season 8, 9, when they came back for like the second time on Cartoon Network, are a little bit questionable. Have some episodes that are weaker than others, but I think that Futurama, pretty much from episode 1 up until near the end, is pretty much consistently great. And I think the best Futurama episodes are better than, I don't want to say every Simpsons episode, but pretty close. Like the best Futurama episodes are amazingly good. Better than good Simpsons episodes for the most part. So I think, in my opinion, they both have about the same number of good seasons, and I think peak Futurama is better than peak Simpsons. So that puts Futurama slightly ahead, in my opinion, compared to, oh, we should have sideboarded rather than talking about Simpsons versus Futurama. So in my opinion, that puts Futurama slightly ahead, although they both are great. Disenchantment. Disenchanted? Is that what it's called? Is it Disenchantment? I honestly never watched it. I heard that it was kind of medium. The previews that I saw didn't especially appeal to me, so I have not actually watched it. Is it worth it? So Family Guy, I used to really love. I'm not sure how much it stands up to the test of time. Like, that's kind of my question. Like, a lot of Futurama and Simpsons are kind of built around timeless themes. When Family Guy leans a little heavier into, like topical flashbacks that you have to know, like, specific references of the time, I think. So I feel like if I'm going to go back and watch one of them now, I think I get more enjoyment out of something like Futurama or Simpsons. Although I still think that, like, there are some really funny Family Guy stuff. Sonofrat, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. But yeah, for me personally, it doesn't actually stand up as well now. At the time when it first came out, I thought it was hilarious, but and it still has some seasons and scenes, especially in the early seasons, that are still really funny. But I don't think it quite, for me, stands up to Simpsons or Futurama. Well, yeah, I guess we play Solemnity. Although we know our opponent has answers, which is awkward. Family Guy or American Dad? Never liked American Dad, honestly. Or any... also didn't like Cleveland Show that much. Opponent gets it, it says. What about South Park? South Park is a pretty controversial one. I do really like Bob's Burgers a lot. I for some reason that I don't exactly understand, basically any animated show that John H. Benjamin is the lead in, I think is hilarious. Like Home Movies is one of my all-time favorite animated shows that is maybe a sleeper today. I don't know how many people remember Home Movies, but Home Movies is so amazingly funny. So you got Home Movies, you have, oh, what is the middle one? You have Bob's Burgers, you have Archer. Those are three like really, really top tier shows for me. And then I almost feel like I'm missing one. I still go back. The wavy animation in the first season of Home Movies is a little bit obnoxious now. Like they could have done without that, but it's still really hilarious. And then they went on to make Metalocalypse, right? That was the same people, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And you can kind of, it's interesting because you can kind of see the influence a little bit. Where you have the same music, you have the music scenes. All right, well, we get the concerted defense out of our opponent's hand. Also, yeah, out of the early Rick and Morty's really good. What do you think of the most recent? So I guess it'd be season 4, the most recent season that is out for streaming. I think my question for Rick and Morty is, can they keep it up? I think the early seasons of Rick and Morty that they've made so far, I think are really funny and well done. The question's going to be, can they do it for 10 seasons? Can they do it for, 15, 20, 30 seasons like some of these other shows have? Out of the early seasons of Adult Swim, for me, it's definitely Home Movies and I love C-Lab. C-Lab is so funny. I could still go back and watch C-Lab and laugh and just laugh through the whole thing. C-Lab is so good. I never really got into Venture Bros, and I've seen I think all of Aqua Teen, but I never was like the biggest fan. I always thought Aqua Teen was like, I never really got why people liked it so much. It's fine. I don't not like Aqua Teen, but I feel like in general it's worse than a lot of the other shows back then. Metalocalypse was pretty funny. Boondocks was good. I never really got into Space Ghost either. I know Space Ghost is like the original and like a classic, but that was never one of my favorite Adult Swim shows. There's so many awesome quotes from C-Lab. It's a very quotable show. I appreciate quotability, I guess, in my animated TV shows. Big Lee Show. I've never seen that. Yeah, the show did go downhill after Captain Murphy died in real life, but the seasons with Captain Murphy are so good. And they're just like short, accessible episodes. You can watch them in a few minutes. We have a new donation from the problem is we know they're going to draw out of this eventually. Opponent blocks. New donation from Apes of Wrath. Thanks for the great content. Do you think there's a version of the... Oh boy. Very scary. Very scary. Deck that could work without the Solemnity lock, just straight mono white prison. So I think thank you so much for the donation, Apes of Wrath. Alright, opponent hits it. Thankfully we have 2 Solemnities, so this doesn't beat us in the way that a Deputy of Detention would have. Opponent. Passing. Well, crack a Mind Stone. Draw a card. So could you build a version of this without the lock? Maybe. I feel like the lock is... Ooh. I feel like the lock is pretty helpful for beating 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we gotta fade 1 turn? Alright. We don't have the mana for this, right? We definitely do not. Alright, well, we gotta survive one turn. One single turn. Opponent plays a land. Once the Splendor comes down, it is finished. It is over. It is done. So I think you'd have a hard time beating things like Goblins. You can have 1/1s. All right, that does it. Got him. Yeah, opponent scoops it up, and that's why there's an overwhelming Splendor. What do you think about Tim and Eric's awesome show? That was one that I don't know. I like abstract stuff, but that one was just a little bit too weird for me. Like to actually find it funny. It was just like weird. Yeah, the bolo swords come through. Yeah, I guess we run it back. Yeah, that was a little too much for me. I mean, I think they're kind of funny, but the show is just like so strange. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can see that. If they're trying to make you hate it, then they nailed it. I didn't hate it, but it was just like a little over the top. Did I see the tournament over the weekend? I kept track of it, although I didn't. I was talking about this earlier. I didn't actually realize that it was the equivalent of a pro tour until after it was done, or I would have paid more attention to it. Why can't we call things pro tours anymore, chat? Like, I really wonder, like, why? Why can we not just have pro tours? What is the problem with just having pro tours? Then everyone would know when something mattered. It's pretty, simple and straightforward. Oh, it's a pro tour. I know what that is. We've had 20 years of them. I should probably watch this. But I don't know, but when you hear Zendikar Rising Championship, that sounds like something you compete in at your LGS with like 20 people that have been doing a league for the last 8 weeks since the set released or something. Like, how do you know, just by the name, how do you know what that means or why it matters? I mean, I've always loved watching. I used to get up at 1 a.m. to watch Japanese pro tours. Stay up all night just because I loved it. I just very much enjoyed it. So I definitely love watching competitive high level Magic, but it's just hard when you don't know. Like when you don't know what to prioritize or what matters. Like, is Zendikar Rising Championship the thing that SCG is doing that qualifies you for something? Like, are these the people that won the daily SCG events this week and then they get to compete in this? Is it something that, like, actually really matters? Like a pro tour? How do you know? How does anyone know? I don't know. All right, there's a counter. Well, we will see. This is a little scary. Opponent at taps. We might be getting our first loss, and then we'll try standard. Richard has today's podcast day. The podcast after we end the stream. I'll be uploading the podcast. But we talked a little bit about pro tours and Magic esports, and Richard had a hilarious comparison. He said, you ever watch The Office? And you ever watch The Office, the episode of The Office where they're doing parkour, and it's just like Michael and Dwight and I think Ryan are just, they look like such idiots, and they're just like jumping on boxes and just like going parkour. Richard said that's wizards and esports. They're just kind of like wandering around being like esports, but they really have no idea what it means. But they just like say it all the time, constantly, and it convinces them. Oh, it was an Andy season. The Office is actually really esports. The Office is really good. I like The Office. I don't usually watch too many just like network TV shows as a general rule, but Office is, boy, It's really good. Office and Arrested Development, I think, out of comedies that are just on normal network TV, um, I think those are my two favorite. Ooh, they got us. Yep. Well, this deck has a lot of answers. Arrested Arrested Development is the Weezer of TV shows. It really is. It is the Weezer. They are the most Weezery TV show. The first 3 seasons of Arrested Development are about as good as a TV show can be for being like a sitcom. It's so good. The cast is good. The jokes are good. The quotes are good. Everything about it is like very close to perfect. And then when they came back, oh my goodness, like season 5 on Netflix, I want to rip my eyeballs out. I never have seen. It's like Weezer. It's exactly Weezer. Like, it blows my mind that something can go from so good to so bad in such a short period of time. But the last season, like season 4 was like bad, and then season 5 is just like absolutely unwatchable. Yeah, it's just a little bit solitary confinement like, but the first 3 seasons, I think there's an argument it's the best sitcom of all time. It's really too bad that it wasn't popular at the time and got canceled. Like, because it was so good. I still need to watch Community. That one's I've never watched. How's this game? Oh, our opponent just attacks us, and oh, maybe you couldn't see the 9 lives. We would have had lethal. We already had 6 9 lives counters. So our opponent just attacks, gives us 3 9 lives counters, and we die to our own 9 lives. It really is. Like the first 2 3 seasons before they got canceled are so funny. Always Sunny is really good too. I really like Always Sunny. I watched, yeah, Always Sunny is really funny. I've watched Workaholics. I think it's funny. It's not so like when it comes to non and do we want to switch to the standard deck or do we just want to keep 9 livesing? Um, what do you think? Standard? Do you want to switch to the standard draw 2 deck or keep locking people? So yeah, Workaholics I've watched. I think that it's like funny, but it's not like Always Sunny I've watched multiple times all the way through. Or Trailer Park Boys, I've watched multiple times all the way through. Workaholics isn't quite on that level where I can just keep watching it and watching it. But all right, let's try standard. We're planning on playing 2 decks today. Let's try the draw 2 deck. So Workaholics isn't on that level for me, but I do think it's funny, and I did enjoy it when I watched it. All right, updating the deck list. Oh, yeah. Trailer Park Boys is pretty quotable too. So, all right, standard time for the second half of the stream. This is Izzet Draw Two. So the idea of this deck, could we make the white deck better? What would your, I mean, we can talk about it real quick. What would your suggestions be to improve it? Like, what would your suggestions be to improve it? So, I like the deck. I think it's reasonably good. I will say it's very matchup dependent. And as we saw, apparently people are prepared for it because matchups that should be good matchups had a lot of Feed the Swarms, so they were not as auto-winny as we would want to. But in theory, like, we should just free win decks like Goblins. We should win almost every single time. Decks like Sultai, I think, are fine-ish matchups. Not great, but I think they're good enough that we should be good. You could splash another color. Gonna lose out on the colorless lands. The things to keep in mind is we do have to have Field of Ruin because we auto-lose to Blast Zone on 3. So we gotta have an answer to that. We do have to have a plan like Immortal Sun and Sorcerer's Spyglass for Ugin. Ugin just straight up beats us. I feel like the deck is pretty competitive, though. Harmless Offering, blow up 9 lives with Blast Zone. I mean, that would definitely be spicy. to try to donate the 9 lives. Unfortunately, I don't think Harmless Offering exists. I'm pretty sure Harmless Offering does not exist on Arena at this point. So in Modern maybe, or if they bring it back on Arena at some point. But all right, let's try some Standard. Let's try the Standard deck. Not a big fan of the Blast Zones, killing your own ramp enchantments. Yeah, I mean, there's some downsides to them for sure. Hey, what's up, Tyrannosaurus? How are you? Good to see you. I'm doing well. So, deck number 2 for the second half of the stream. We are heading to Standard to draw some cards. This is Izzet Draw Two. What's the deck trying to do? We got 2 big payoffs. Irencrag Pyromancer. When we draw our second card, it lightning bolts. We have Improbable Alliance. When we draw our second card for a turn, we get a 1/1, can also loot. Then we have a bunch of card draw. Frantic Inventory to draw cards. Thrill of Possibility to draw cards. Opt to draw cards. Thirst for Meaning to draw cards. Teferi Master of Time to draw cards, maybe even during our opponent's turn. We have Seagate Wreckage to draw cards. We have Teferi's Ageless Insight to push things into overdrive and draw a ridiculous number of cards. Otherwise, we get a bit of removal, Fire Prophecies, some counter spells, but that's basically the deck. We are trying to draw cards, win with Improbable Alliance or Irencrag Pyromancer in the sideboard, more counters, Thassa's Oracle. You know it's a good deck when you gotta sneak in a couple Thassa's Oracles because you're afraid you're gonna mill out. More removal, more counter spells, and that's basically it. Draw, trigger. Hope that the value will add up. We lost the last match. We finished 2-1 with the Mono 8 Prison deck. We lost a Bant Party, which, that's, like I said, the Prison deck is very matchup dependent, and it does have a plan for most cards, but some matchups are just way harder than others, and the Bant Party deck has Collected Company to find, Scourge of the Skyclave Apparition, and also Deputy of Detention. So they just incidentally have a bunch of stuff to get out from under the lock. So that's kind of the issue. All right, let us draw some cards. And then we'll play some Modern this week, too. I know people asked about Modern. I've been trying to make a lot of Modern for YouTube. So I know, like, today's Budget Magic is Modern. Wednesday's Against Odds, which ended up being really sweet with Offspring's Revenge, is Modern. Actually, I think this is a Modern week all the way around. I think there's Modern for Much Brew on Friday, too. So should be a lot of Modern on the YouTube. Yeah, I could see an argument for, ooh, all right, well, I got 2 payoffs. Some pretty good looking lands. What basic lands would you like to see added to Arena the most? You can choose any basic land. They put it on in exactly its original paper form on Arena. What would you pick? Budget Magic will go up right after the podcast. So I do the stream. As soon as the stream ends in about an hour, I will upload the podcast. And then as soon as the podcast goes up, like a half hour after that, I'll put up Budget Magic. So I would say 5:36 Eastern. Budget Magic should be live. I am not getting married that I know of. Not currently. Someday, perhaps. If I get married, chat, I will invite you. You're all invited. I don't know what my future wife would say about that, but everyone's invited. All right, Tonos. I expect that you'll be there. Live stream the wedding. That would be interesting. All right, so picture this, chat. Would you watch this content? So I've been trying to figure subs only. Yes, please. You have to sub, and then you're invited. I mean, maybe to Berlin. I mean, if you're serious, send me the info and I'll see. I can't promise anything, but if you actually are serious about it, let me know. Send me email. So think about this. Trying to think about opponents. What they tap? Oh, they tapped out for Yarion. Well, let's just Pyromancer. Get all of our draw two stuff down. So I've tried to think of non-gameplay Magic related videos that could be funny. So what would you think of? Oh no, our Pyromancer. What would you think of painting of the Bob Ross lands? Would you watch that? Keeping in mind that I am probably the worst painter of all time. Like it would not be good. It would definitely not even be a little good. Well, let's trigger. Make a dork. I mean, it seems like it'd be kind of funny. It seems like it could be funny. I don't know if that would actually be like good funny, but it would be funny. Cosplay Garrick. I gotta cosplay Hans. I just don't know. I don't know how to do it. I gotta talk to some of the people that cosplay for a living and get their advice, because like I have no idea. How do you make a Hans costume? I have no idea. I don't even know where to start with that. I don't discard. Please don't counter it. About it. Ooh, Teferi's Ageless Insight. We want that. Our opponent's going to take it, though, with this Elspeth's Nightmare. Oh, we wanted the Ageless Insight. It would be so good. I would click a lot of like buttons to see the whole Goldfish crew cosplay Hans. maybe we got to do a cosplay Commander Clash. This is a card that people play? I have never seen this card cast before. Interesting. Huh. Oh, I mean, Master of the Winds doesn't seem bad. It seems kind of bad against all of our 1/1s, but I have not seen anyone play this before. Benny, what's up? How are you this afternoon? Mukbang? I don't even know what mukbang is. Would you cancel the wedding if you found out your bride to be plays Tron? Well, I wouldn't even date a Tron player. Nope. Done. That's like what I ask someone. That's the first question I ask. Hi, I'm Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive. Have you ever played Tron? Depending on the answer, then we, proceed. Or not. It's right at the top of my Tinder profile or whatever it is. No Tron players. Do we want the Pyromancer? Probably not. It's just gonna die. Make a token, play the land, go to combat, attack. Opponent blocks. We fire Prophecy, kill it, put a land to the bottom. Ooh, the Master's Home. 12 posts okay. 12 posts okay. I could deal with 12 posts. You're a Tron player. Don't pretend play against odds decks that against odds decks don't count. I mean, I guess that is true. That is true. And I'm also just joking. Like, I like to meme about Tron, and I really do dislike Tron, but I wouldn't like not be friends with someone in real life because of a Magic deck. Opponent, more Elspeth's Nightmares. Okay. Sure. And Scryland. Opponent passing. Well, let's cycle. I wonder if we need more win cons. I don't know if our 1/1s are going to get the job done. Opponent. We don't have double blue. Go to combat. Attack. Hit ya. We might have misplayed this. Might have misplayed by not making sure we had enough blue mana. Now we're going to lose our Teferi. No, don't need a mountain. Yeah, his Elspeth's Nightmare has actually been pretty decent. Decent-ish. I feel like Pyromancer certainly dies, and it definitely would have to the Elspeth Nightmare, so I feel like we just play it and it dies. And it would have died, so this is why I'm open-minded Magic player. I do anything and everything, so I keep an open mind on people who play decks that some consider not too pleasant. Well, that is a good rule to live by. I mean, there's decks I like and don't like, but like I said, Magic's different than who you are as a person. Like, I'm sure people hate when I blood moon them out of the game on turn 1. Hopefully they don't hold that against me in real life. Are we expecting Muxus or Uro to get the boot today? So I think that Uro will probably be the next card suspended in Historic. That would be my guess, at least. Alright, do this. Discard a mountain. Make some 1/1s. Play the land past the turn. No, I don't think there's a BNR expected today. Just told Manicures what you said about never marrying a Tron player. She's laughing. Is she also playing Tron? No, I haven't heard that there's a BNR coming. I think people are just speculating based on the results of yesterday's championship, which was apparently a pro tour, but I didn't know. Archibald, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Oh boy, another one. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Well, keep looting. Keep making dorks. Discard Pyromancer, which I still think is going to die. Make some fairies. Improbable Alliance actually pretty good. I think we've built a Bitter Blossom. We've built our own opponent. Wait, I feel like I was supposed to answer a question and I completely spaced on what it was. Someone asked me something, and I was going to look it up, and then I completely... Oh, Hull Breacher. Hull Breacher. What is the current price on Hull Breacher? So I opened a copy in a treasure chest, and I've been holding it so far. 63 ticks on Moto. I would probably sell it, I think. I'm holding on to mine. It's one of the promos. The problem is, so the reason I've been holding on to mine is... Hey, hello, not Lonnie. How are you? Well, 1, 2. Improbable Alliance. The reason I've been holding on to mine is we haven't been able to borrow Commander Legends from Card Hoarder yet. So I've had to borrow everyone's cards for Commander Clash episodes. And I feel like Teferi gets countered and we want these 1/1s. So I've been holding on to it for those reasons, but I would sell, I think. I think I would just sell my copies. The price is high now. Could it go up more? Yes. But it could also go down a lot. We saw Hull Breacher, or Opposition Agent. Opposition Agent was up over 60 ticks. It's now down to 35. So it's lost almost half of its value. So I think the safe play would be to just sell it. Full art foil paper 70. Jeez, yeah, that's a good one. A reality dating. Oh no. A reality dating TV show with Magic content creators. That would actually be kind of funny. It would probably be hard to put together, but it would be funny. Alright, make some dorks. Opponents say good game, I assume, because they're killing us. I'm not 100% sure. Play a Pyromancer. Opponent has another counter. Yup. Untaps. Just starting to stream. What's your best advice for a novice like me? Well, have fun with it. If you can, try to set a consistent schedule. I think is a pretty big deal. Wow. Are we gonna get to kill this? We will definitely double block and kill the Crawling Barons if we can. Opponent goes attacking. Well, block and block. Got a removal spell. Having to draw cards by looting with Improbable Alliance is definitely the least efficient way for this to happen. Like, that is the problem. We need real card draw. Our opponent having a bunch of main deck graveyard hate has actually been an issue. All right, we draw extra land that doesn't do anything. We loot. We discard an island. We make 2 dorks. We need to be able to draw during our turn and during our opponent's turn, but that's just not happening. Opponent Maze Mindstone draws a card. And I mean, we can chump block, and eventually we will draw something. Like, sooner or later, we gotta draw a card draw. We got a ton of card draw spells in our deck. Like, it's gotta happen eventually. Block, kill stuff. We're never gonna be able to kill Crawling Barons, which isn't great. Hey, what's up, Dados? How are you? In Illusions. Oh, you're talking to Illusions, I see. About it. Passes. Alliance. Did they top deck a counter? I guess I could also resolve an Ugin. Oh my goodness, no! Alright, opponent draws a counter. We loot, we discard a disruption, we make 2 fairies, we pass the turn. Played my oh boy. Yep, alright, sure. I don't know about Ugin existing in Standard. That was very awkward. That was very, very awkward. Well, Mystical Disputed. And I guess that's it. Ugh. Well, maybe this is not a good, I don't know. Maybe this is not a good matchup for the deck. Run it like that. Lucid for the 8th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Played my Xera's group hug deck this weekend. Single turn went from 0 stakes to 59. Xera's can do some crazy things, that's for sure. Yeah, this deck can't really go aggro. I mean, what we kind of saw there is about the speed of the deck. I mean, unfortunately, like, the problem there was our opponent had so many discard and counter spells that we just couldn't stick any of our good stuff. Like, if we could have resolved a Teferi, a Teferi's Ageless Insight. If our opponent didn't have Graveyard Hate to get rid of our Frantic inventories, like, all those things together are really tough. Anyone notice the screen flicker during the last Commander Clash? Ooh, I don't know, but I didn't actually watch it because I was in it. Dylan Hunter for the 17th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we lost the last round to the Bant Cocoa Party deck. Yeah, I kind of feel like our deck would probably be better if I had Ugin, right? Being able to watch Magic at work sounds pretty sweet. I mean, I guess being able to play Magic for work is also pretty sweet, so. Any tips for starting streaming Magic? We'll keep the land. So I think the easy important things are, in my opinion, being able to set a schedule and try to stick to it as much as possible so people know when you will be on and can kind of count on that. I think that's important. I think playing what you find fun is important rather than what you think is popular or whatever. I think so I know like Arena's all the hotness, but if you look at the most popular streamers on Twitch for Magic, there are people like Caleb, there are people like Kenji who they play what they want. Like Caleb plays Modern a lot of the time. Kenji plays whatever draft format he's enjoying. He'll play cube drafts on Moto. So don't get too locked into playing what you think people are going to want you to play. Play what you want to play, and people will like it because you like it. You'll be better off playing stuff that you enjoy, and then people feel your passion coming through and enjoy it with you, than by playing what you think people want you to play, but not really enjoy it, and end up, being a little bit miserable. So yeah, I think that's, I mean, there's a ton of other popular, those were just two examples that came to mind because there are people who kind of fit the message. I know there's other people that only play Arena, only play Limited, only play whatever, but I think that's kind of my thinking, is play what you enjoy, and other people will enjoy it too. Yeah, the party deck's not bad. Now let's opt. Keep the temple. Get a 1/1. Scryland. Keep the island past the turn. Opponent. I mean, opponent needs a land. If we stick this to Fairy, they're going to have issues. Do the top. And yeah, Teferi seems really good in this deck. Wow, okay, Thrill of Possibility. Discard Frantic inventory. Get a Dork. Untap. Opponent must hit a land. Alright, plays an island. Well, we will play Teferi. Oh, they have Dispute? No! About it. They got something. Their clock is running. Oh, no! I'll go to combat. Attack ya. Play an island past the turn. Oh, we can never stick it to Fairy! It just can't happen. Why do you think Magic streams can't get popular with large numbers like other games like Among Us? I think the biggest reason is Magic's too complicated for people who don't know Magic to watch. Like, I told this story a couple of weeks ago, I think, how I don't really know League of Legends, but like Kibler tweeted about some League of Legends tournament, and I turned on the stream as I was doing other things, And I know nothing. I don't know the characters. I don't know how the game works. I know nothing about it. And I actually very much enjoyed it. Like, I intuitively could grasp, characters running around fighting each other. It kind of made sense. And it was entertaining, even though I don't know anything about the game. Magic, on the other hand, Magic doesn't really manage to do that for the most part. Like, Magic, you really have to know and enjoy Magic to be able to watch a stream of Magic. So I think that naturally limits. Oh boy. Well, at least our opponent can't take anything good with Auspice Nightmare. So that really limits the audience for the most part. I think Among Us is kind of like that too. You just have 10 people who are like bantering and making fun of each other and joking around, and that makes it really easy to. Do we care about any of this? Yeah, all right. I guess you take the 2 cards. Well, we're kind of back to where we were before, which is if we don't draw anything, we can loot. We just have a handful of lands, though. And Magic is also very expensive. Like, that's another piece of it, is Magic is not super accessible for the most part. Especially, like, sure, you can free-to-play Arena, but if you want to play what a streamer is playing, most likely it's going to be pretty expensive. Like, odds are you're going to have to spend a bunch of money, a bunch of time, a bunch of something. So I think that plays into it, too. I just watched your most brutal misplay ever. Do you remember the Goryo's Vengeance with Phage you scooped with the Snapcaster and tore from on the battlefield? Oh, boy. I had forgotten all about that until right now. Until right now, Zaza. But yes, now that you've brought it back to my mind, yeah, that was a bad one. I think that might be my worst pun ever. Ooh. Because we went from basically being guaranteed to win the game to being guaranteed to lose the game with that one mistake. Well, let's restore the seas. Well, all right. I mean, this is kind of working. A single improbable alliance is kind of getting there, sort of, very slowly. But it's working-ish. Pithy Needle is I mean, that's kind of an infamous one, but I'm not the only person to do that. It's actually, like, kind of easy to do on Magic Online, because you're playing Pithy Needle, and you just have, because you're playing it, you have it in your head, so you just, like, as you're streaming and talking to people, you just type Pithy Needle because you're playing Pithy Needle and click OK, and then you're like, oh my god. Oh my god, whatever have I done? I mean, over the years, there's definitely some brutal puns for sure about it. Maze Mind's Tome. Yup. I feel like our opponent could be getting more value out of other Maze Mind's Tomes. Ooh. Alright. We're actually going to get a Pyromancer trigger, which is sweet. We will keep Neutralize. Make a Dork. Kill the Atris. Go to combat attack. Opponent to 10. Play a land. Pass the turn. We will opt. Oh, I want it so much, but all right, to the bottom. It's just going to get duressed. Neutralize. Hit ya. Make a Dork. Opponent takes our Jawari Disruption. Alright, what do they got? Ooh, it's close. Have you heard of the card game Flesh or Blood? Alright, Heartless Act on Pyromancer. Okay. I have heard of Flesh and Blood. I have not played it. Like, I've heard of it because Channel Fireball has been doing some stuff like content for it. Yeah, they are closing in on the Ugin. Also closing in on Death though. Our opponent's only at 6 mana. Yeah, I have gained a new respect for Elspeth Conqueror's Death. Elspeth's Nightmare. The Elspeth's Nightmare has been great. Great for our opponent. The mismanagement of the Maze Mind Tome is criminal, though. Why not scry first? Well, we draw nothing. We loot. We draw even more nothing. We hit ya. Play a pathway on blue past the turn. Exiles our grave. Do they actually have the Ugin? They probably do. Land Ugin. Wrath. I mean, if they don't, we got him. If they don't, we got him. Opponent. Draws. So no Ugin yet. I guess they could have Extinction Event. And scoops it up. Whew. I've been a Niners fan my whole life. We have a showdown with your Bills tonight. Let's go. Yeah, it should be an interesting game. That's for sure. I mean, you could play Royal Scions. It might be worth it. I'm honestly not sure. I don't know what the best configuration of this deck is. I feel like, so right now we're just in this control matchup. I feel like it's maybe not the best example of what Standard's like when like food and aggro, all those decks, like all the adventure decks. I think Irencrag Pyromancer would look a lot better in matchups that are not this just infinite removal control deck. That has Elspeth's Nightmare, which is insane against us, apparently. Like, every mode on it's good. It kills something, it duresses us, and then it exiles our graveyard. Like, all of those are really good. How are we not running Kicker Jace? Ooh, we could run Kicker Jace. Kicker Jace, though, is just so weak to creatures, and a lot of the top decks of the meta are like Gruul, Food, Teamer, even Rogues. So a lot of the top decks in the meta seem pretty well set to just kill the Jace. I mean, yeah, Jace is cute with Teferi's Ageless Insight to draw 2 cards, but the problem is your Jace still just dies to creatures so easily. So it doesn't solve that problem. Like, yeah, if you can have them both sit on the battlefield, it's super sweet, but the problem with Jace isn't that drawing cards is bad, it's that it's very difficult to actually keep it on the battlefield against decks that have creatures. Opponent. Scries to the top. Well, play a land past the turn. Opponent plays a land, passes. Well, pathway, go. How's Maze Mind Tome keeping our opponent afloat-ish? Yeah, I can see Royal Scions being good. Is there a word where this deck is Teamer for Yoriel? Could be. Ooh, I'm almost tempted to counter this. You know what? I think we're going to. I think our opponent's missing land drops. Like, this means no blue mana. Means we get to untap and play Teferi, and then hopefully Teferi's Ageless Insight. Bonus Scries. To the bottom. I'll play the land. Play Teferi. Loot with Teferi. Discard Pyromancer, who likes to die so much. Phone it. Swap. Add. Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to actually have Teferi with Teferi's Angel's Insight. It has actually happened. The dream. The dream has come. Oh, and 2 Improbable Alliances. Well, discard Teferi's Angel's Insight. We got 2. Opponent gets a land. Yeah, Mad Ratter's just, it dies to stomp and it's 4 mana. It's a 4 mana 1/2, right? Yeah, I just don't know if you can. Yeah, I don't know if you can stick it. If it had more toughness, maybe. But 4 mana for something that dies to all the common removal spells is asking for a lot to go right. Hey, welcome, McCrackasar. Good to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, okay, let's draw some cards. Teferi's Angel's Insight. Oh, we're going to draw some cards. We are going to draw some cards. Yeah, scry opponent. Scry away. Sure. It is cool to see Solemnity play in Standard. Although I wish they'd print the Sad Robot version on Arena. Actually, no, I guess I wish they don't because because then I'll have 8 Solemns and Wizards will have 4 Solemns worth of, or we'll have more of my money for no actual reason. Well, pathway, blue, go. Okay, cards will be drawn. Hey, what's up, Fabby? Good to see ya. Ashiok. Okay. What's it gonna do? Wow, bounces to Teferi's Angel's Insight. Okay, well, let's draw. Discard Frantic Inventory. Yup. Get rid of Island, I think. About it. It's Teferi, sure. Well, we untap. Play Improbable Alliance. Play Improbable Alliance. Loot with Teferi. Huh. Discard the island. Trigger. Seagate Restoration. Pass the turn. Once Teferi's down, things get so much better for this deck. Because now we have... Now in Opt is a draw 2 for the Improbable Alliances. Pout it. Goes attacking. Well, loot with Teferi. Discard Thirst for Meaning. Opt. About it. Wow, they're gonna negate an opt. Sure, we will block. I can't believe they negated an opt. That's so greedy. Opponent pat. Ooh, Mystical Dispute's nice. I'll play Teferi's Ageless Insight. Dispute the negate. Loot with Teferi. Discard Thrill of Possibility. Make 2 dorks. Hitcha. Pass the turn. Who some indomitable creativity in oh, Teferi's beneath us. Teferi's up to 8. 8 loyalty for Teferi at the moment. So we're getting pretty close to being able to take the extra turns. Opponent combat. Attacks. Well, loot with Teferi. Discard a tap land. Make 2 blockers. And opponent scoops it up. That's where the deck feels powerful. If we get Teferi with Teferi's Angel's Insight, it feels really good. Whew. Yeah, some Indomitable Creativity for Historic could be fun. We haven't played it since it made its return. I feel like I keep wandering off camera somehow. I don't know. Wait. Wait, what am I doing wrong? I keep leaning like this? Alright, I'm back on. We're on. We're on camera. Oh yeah, let me see a Ninja Turtle. I like fantastical lists. And Indomitable Creativity. So is Paper Magic worth getting into now? Honestly, right now, probably not. Depending on where you're at in the world, I don't know what your location's like, if you have local game stores open or anything like that, but I would say that right now, the problem is there's not really any place to go and play a standard deck or a modern deck. There's no Magic Fest, there's no GPs, there's no local game stores for the most part where you can go and play. So because of that, I would lean towards no. On the other hand, if you can play with your family or your friends, if there's ways you can play during the pandemic, that gets much, much better. Commander, I think, still has appeal. I think Modern, Legacy, the older formats, still have some appeal just because the pandemic's going to end. And presumably, hopefully, Paper Magic is going to return. And if you got a Legacy deck, you're going to be able to play that for the next 10 years with some amount of updates. Or a modern deck, even for the most part. It's changed a little bit with how fast stuff happens. But for the most part, you'll be able to play that for a while. I wouldn't buy a Paper Standard deck right now. I'm not convinced that Paper Standard is going to make a return. Period. Maybe locally in some places, but I'm kind of down on Paper Standard in general right now, and I'm not super sure that Paper Standard is going to ever be what it was, or be super popular again. Alright, don't kill the Pyromancer. And also don't play Great Henge. Those are our 2 requests. I mean, if you get good deal on cards that you want for the future, that is an upside. And I think that is a reason to buy cards now. Ugh, down to 11. Ouch. Huh. Well, Pathway on blue. How do we avoid dying? Well, Improbable Alliance. Opt. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Island to the bottom. Kill Mammoth. Still gotta find a way to get through this questing beast. Potent. Yeah. Fable Passage. Innkeeper. Cracks the Lad. Out of curiosity, how do you rank in terms of popularity compared to other Magic streamers? So I think kind of the hard part with ranking it is I don't know where it counts as if I count as a streamer or not. Like that's kind of the challenge, I would say, is there's some people who like just stream. People like I consider someone like Kenji or Caleb for the most part are people who just stream. When I stream for like 3 hours 3 times a week. Well, there's a lot of people that stream 40 hours a week. Uh, because I'm also doing YouTube and doing Goldfish content management stuff. I think normally when we're live and we're streaming, we're one of the usually like top 3 channels depending on who's on. Sometimes the number 1 channel. It really just depends on who else is streaming. Like if LSV or Day 9 is streaming, they're definitely gonna have more viewers than us. But then I think kind of in the next we're right in the next group, I would say, of people beyond those kind of people to get like 25 30,000 viewers. How do we get out of this? Can we get out of this? Or 25 or 2,500 or 3,000, not 25 30,000. No one in Magic comes anywhere near 25 or 30,000 viewers. Frantic inventory. Draw a card. Trigger. Hit Questing Beast. Fire Prophecy, Questing Beast. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. I mean, we're staying alive. Ish. Yeah, Crockies is probably the most watched of the people who stream constantly, I would say. About it. Has another Questing Beast anyway. That's awkward. Yeah, we will block. I don't know if we can kill this. Ugh. I don't know if we can kill this next Questing Beast. Down to 3? 4 toughness seems like a bad number for us. These naturalizes don't help. Ugh. Yeah, Questing Beast is pretty problematic for our deck, isn't it? Well, okay, Fire Prophecy can technically kill it. Ooh, wow, okay. I'll play another Pyromancer. Cycle. Kill a Questing Beast. Make a dork. Ugh. Don't cleave us. Don't cleave us. If we get to untap here, we're in actual great shape. But Cleaver and Questing Beast 3. Vivian, okay. That doesn't beat us. We could survive a Vivian. We can hopefully kill it with 2 Pyromancers. Oh, alright, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. I mean, I consider us to be a tier 1 stream because all of you are so awesome. So, that's my opinion. Alright, what are we doing here? So we can cycle. Alright, so we cycle. Draw a card. Make a dork. Ooh, a land is nice. So we get to hit Vivian. Kill Bone Crusher. Play a land. Fire Prophecy. Innkeeper. Pass the turn. Kill Vivian. Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. The deck is showing its power. It's showing its power. About it. Lovestruck Beast makes a 1/1. Cast Lovestruck Beast gets a 5/5. Sure. Well, thrill a possibility. Discard Teferi's Ageless Insight. this is where Pyromancers are actually great. We're finally seeing Pyromancer power. Oh, and a blue source. All right, play the blue source. Opt. Alliance to the bottom. Hit Questing Beast. Or Lovestruck Beast. Lovestruck Beast. Make a token. Hit ya. Okay. Our deck is doing things. Hit ya for 3. Leave up the counter. Pass the turn. Whew. Nah, there's no Royal Eruption in this deck. Although there could be. About it. Is that counterable? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I better not follow it up with Questing Beast. It grows outside of Pyromancer range is the issue. About it. Thinking. About it. I don't think we had the mana for it. Dry Disruption. 1, 2. Okay, loot. Discard a land. Hit you for 6. We need like one more turn. We need one more turn without a Questing Beast. Come on, hit ya. Down to 7. Play the mountain, pass the turn. Vote it. No Questing Beast. No Questing Beast. The Pyromancers are doing it this time. Yeah, I could play more cycling stuff. Well, you can't jump Questing Beast is a problem. Watch our opponent have card draw. That would be ridiculous. Oh! Alright, opponent gives it up. Oh! Did I get your Sphinx combo deck in your email? When did you send it to me, Kiyashi? Oh, that was close. So Seth, let's say next week MTG die, Goldfish close. What would be your next career? Something in analytics, use your psych degree, stream a different game. That's a good question. Oh, about a week ago. I thought I got all the emails that were sent to me recently. Can you resend it to me, Kashi? Yeah, we got there somehow. Could you resend it to me because I'm not sure what happened. I thought I went through and responded to all the emails that I received in like the last week. So if you haven't got a response, send it to me again because I went through everything over the weekend. I thought, yeah, I actually don't know. I mean, so if MTG died, what would I do? I honestly have no idea. I mean, I have a bachelor's degree, so I could do something with that. I enjoy analytics, even though that's not what my degree's in. So maybe something with that. I also enjoy streaming, so I really don't know. I guess the good news is I'm not really concerned about Magic dying. I think, could Magic get less popular? Yeah. I mean, that could definitely happen. You could argue that right now is actually, I would say right now is actually a pretty low time for Magic overall. You got the pandemic with no paper Magic. You've had Standard just barely become good again after not being good for like 2 years. So there's a lot of reasons why right now is kind of a low period, I would say, for Magic. And hopefully that'll improve once... Oh, we got a sideboard, don't we? Hopefully that will improve once the pandemic ends, really, I think is a big deal. Magic Meow, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super tier for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you think you're going to stream Magic for the rest of my life? Nah, no. I mean, I don't expect them to stream Magic for the rest of my life, but I don't know. I enjoy streaming Magic now, and my kind of philosophy is I mean, not that you don't plan for the future, but my my philosophy is more based on the idea that you kind of live in the day to some extent. Like that, I don't know. I like what I do now. I really enjoy streaming Magic and hanging out with all of you, and I'd like to do it for as long as possible. Do I think I'll be 65 years old in streaming Magic? That's probably not super likely. So I definitely realize that, but I don't really want to spend my time wondering about what I'll do next when I can spend my time doing something I enjoy now. So why miss out on enjoying something that I really like doing right now by worrying about what might come next at some indeterminate point in the future? Radioactive PI, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. About it. Gets in, it's us. And I mean, I do think, honestly, this could be Questing Bee's turn. All right, let's just pass and leave up a counter. And I also think that oh, I'm glad we left him. Oh, wait, we can Jawari's Disruption this? All right, I guess we will accept that. Got him. Force Spike the 9-drop. Mission successful. I mean, we are taking a million as a result, but we need lands. Oh, another Jawari's Disruption. Okay, down to 10. Oh, now we gotta be greedy. Oh, well, we stopped one. I also think like a lot of the skills you learn in a weird way, making Magic content transfer to other things. Like, so I don't know. I'm not overly concerned about the future for the most part. Arc Lightingale, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, and I'm not really concerned about Magic dying. Like I said, like, could the popularity wane? Sure. You could argue that the popularity, despite the fact that Wizards is making more money than ever, you could argue that the popularity has kind of been at a low point right now compared to, like, Dominaria's release or War of the Sparks release, when things were, like, booming in paper, there was no pandemic, all that kind of stuff. But even during that time, Magic is still doing fine. I mean, even during a low time, I would say, I feel like Magic is still doing fairly well, so I think that's an upside. Fire Prophecy does kill some stuff. Maybe we go down a couple neutralizes. Essence Scatters are cheaper. Yeah, let's 61 card special. Well, this might actually be our last match. This might be our last match because I gotta go put the podcast up. Did I see the viewers for the championship last weekend? Yeah, I mean, they were not great. I think most of the weekend, this is an interesting hand. 2 Pyromancers is good. So most of the weekend it was floating in the like 10 to 15,000 range, I think. And then there was a couple of times when they put the tournament on the Twitch homepage for a bit, and it would jump up to like 25, 30,000 until it went off the homepage, and then it would drop back down to like 12-ish thousand. So, I mean, the podcast will be on the YouTube or on the MTG Goldfish site. Yeah, it jumped up to 28, 30,000, I think, during a couple of high points where it was on the Twitch homepage. Well, Pyromancer Part 1. Pass the turn. I wonder if our opponent can kill Pyromancers. Plays a land. Lovestruck Beast. Well, Pyromancer Part 2. And a Scryland. We need card draw. More card draw. No attacks. Ooh, triple Pyromancer would be spicy. Opponent plays a land. All right, here comes Love Struck Beast, I presume. Or hopefully not Great Henge. Ooh. About it. Attacks. So we're going to get Ember Cleaved for 1 million? Well, alright. You know what? No blocks. Sure, cleave us. This is kind of okay, though. Because we get to shoot down the entire board. So we drop to 6. We play the land. We play the Pyromancer. We thrill a possibility. Oh, no card draw. No. Shoot you, shoot you, shoot you. I mean, Pyromancer draw is sweet, but is it enough? We need more card draw and we don't have it. We need a card draw spell. We need anything that says draw a card. Cycling, we don't care. As long as it says draw a card, we're fine. Because then we can keep killing things. Like a theoretical questing beast that could be coming down right this second. Yeah, alright. Does it say draw a card? If it does, we're in. If not, we're out. Oh, it does. Alright, Teferi's Ageless Insight. Pathway on blue. Pass the turn. Oh, this is ridiculously close. This is so close. We do not have Glasspool Mimics. Although you could play Glasspool Mimics. Opponent goes to combat. Well, Frantic Inventory. Shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot you. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Pyromancer Tron, keeping us alive. About it. Yeah, the deck does not seem to win quickly or easily. All of our games with this deck have been pretty close to this, where we're like hanging on, and then eventually things go crazy. Like, now we're dealing 9 damage every time we cast an Opt, which is absurd. Like, this Opt is 9 damage. Wow, opponent kills a Pyromancer. Passes. Well, play Improbable Alliance. Opt. Land to the bottom. This is oh no. Oh no. I was going to say this is a little greedy, but we should draw something, and we want to maximize our ability to trigger it on both turns, but we whiffed. And now we're back to dying to a questing beast. Oh, that's so awkward. Brush Fire Elemental. Not Fire Prophecy yet. Land to the bottom. Pyromancer 4, but no card draw. Oh! Whoa! Oh. Oh. Ha! That actually draws a card. Okay. Just kidding. Life is great. We win. For some reason, I wasn't thinking that that was actual card draw. Well, play Pyromancer. Thirst for Meeting. Draw many a card. Discard an enchantment. And, yeah? Okay. Okay. Kill ya. Kill ya good. Oh, okay, this deck's pretty sweet. This deck's definitely super fun. Unfortunately, since this deck tends to play really long games, and I got to upload the podcast, I think that's gonna have to be our last game. But I will say, let's look at this deck real quick. I am the Emo One. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. If you look at this deck, I don't know, maybe this could be even close to a budget deck. Like, look at the deck. Look at the deck list that we're playing. The deck felt really fun to play. Teferi's Angel's Insight was sweet. Teferi was sweet. So if you look at this deck, paper, $110. Arena prices, 6 mythic, 14 rares. So 20 total rares and mythics. However, we never brought in Thassa's Oracle. So you could go -2 rares there. Decks like this with a ton of cantrips, you can get away with outplaying the rare dual lands. So you could potentially cut 6 rares from the mana base. So that's 8 rares. That by itself, we'd get it down under 15. Seagate Restoration, it's fine. It's good. Is it necessary? Probably not. You could probably cut 2 of those. I think you can get this down close to like 10 rares and mythics and still have it be a fairly competitive deck. So I like that deck. I think that deck's actually really fun and really interesting. We putted our way to victory. So unfortunately, bad news is, gonna have to wrap up the stream for today so I can go and upload the podcast. There is good news though, and the good news is we'll be back tomorrow, approximately 24 hours from now, to do some more streaming and have some more fun. So reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old streams. Normal YouTube, podcast going up within the next like 15 minutes once the stream ends. And then after that, we will have Budget Magic playing Modern this week going up on the YouTube. And then one more reminder that our sponsors, that Bort meme is rubbing off into my typing. Our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, you get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Tonos with a gift sub to Tenseretti. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. And we're going to get a raid going. Raid time, so stick around for some raiding action. Otherwise, wait, what's going on? Alright, wait, why isn't this working? There we go. All right, raid incoming. Would I make any changes? I would have to play it more to actually say, but I was pretty happy with how it played, honestly. It felt pretty good for the games we played. So the raid is incoming, everyone. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Seriously, thanks for hanging out, being awesome. We will be back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, having some more fun, playing some more Magic. Check out the Budget Magic on the YouTube. Until then, everyone, seriously, thanks for being awesome. I love y'all. See you tomorrow night, and I will talk to you soon.